Hi Tiffany and Bethy, I'm going to try and make this as quick as possible because there is a lot to cover and I know I'm not going to get through it all. But today I'm doing a book review on 80-10-10 by Dr. Douglas Graham. I really had to struggle to make this video because, like Tiffany said before, she doesn't want to force her beliefs down other people's throats, and I don't really want to do that either, but I feel like it's such a good idea for everybody that I feel incredibly passionate about it. This is what I've been doing the past 2.5 months. I have been, not just this book, but other books, documentaries on Netflix, going through different websites and sources on the internet. I mean, there is a mountain of information out there that helps you understand and realize that everything you've been told is a lie. What does 80-10-10 stand for? Basically, 80-10-10 stands for 80% carbs, yeah, carbs, 10% fats, and 10% protein. Also, 80% fruits, 10% nuts and seeds, and 10% leafy greens. And how much they consume, it is astonishing. And when I first heard about it, I thought, this is way too insane. This is so much food. I can't possibly consume it. I do have trouble eating that much food a lot of times, but you know, my stomach will stretch. But the thing is, I don't feel about eating as much food. I mean, it's perfectly normal for me to get up and have a 10 banana smoothie, and then for lunch I could have an entire watermelon to myself, and for dinner, if I want to have like another smoothie or whatever, as long as I have like 1 pound or 2 pounds of lettuce for dinner, that's perfectly normal. You're flooding your body with the right type of nutrients, with a lot of water-dense food. You're flushing out everything, basically. It's kind of like a detox, but an ongoing one. Some of the benefits, I can tell you straight away. You saw in my one video, my pH balance was great, which is good. You want to be more alkaline because cancer and disease thrives in acidic environments. My pH was great. My blood pressure that used to be really high has been normal. I haven't had eczema in a long time, which is fantastic. I've had so much energy. I've had an incredible switch around in my mood, and my overall optimism has been through the roof. And I don't even feel like the same person anymore. For the first time, I feel like I am who I'm supposed to be. My thyroid has been normal. Crazy thing, I got my period back, and you know, I haven't had it consistently forever. I mean, it's nothing for me to say I haven't had it in the last 5 years. Why raw vegan? Okay, first of all, I think vegan is a really great idea, not just because it's against animal cruelty, but because it's also against all kinds of shit that they put in everything. I don't even think people fully understand that in milk, it is a huge percentage of pus, and they put so much hormones in everything just so they can pump out more, just overwork all the animals. I just think overall it's cruelty-free, it's the way nature intended, and it's just easier for everybody. Genetic makeup. Okay, everybody says that humans are carnivores just because we have pointy little teeth. That is not true. If anything, we are frugivores. Over 90% of our genetic makeup is similar to gorillas, apes, monkeys, what have you. And we all know this because we all talk about the evolution theory all the damn time. Why are we still not eating the way apes and gorillas are? We are not carnivores. I mean, I don't know any of us that walk around on 4 legs, can run 30 miles an hour, and will happily run out in the backyard and take down a deer with our bare teeth. As soon as you start realizing that meat is actually a carcass, it's dead, it's rotting and decomposing, that stays in your intestines for up to 7 days. Clean versus whole foods. Okay, there are a lot of people that are into the whole raw vegan cuisine. A lot of that is fat. Nuts. Everything is nut-based. Nuts are 70 to 90% fat, and fat is also what helps you get an acidic environment, which helps your disease grow. The thing with fat is that it makes your blood cells stick together. Fruit sugar versus refined sugar is completely different. Everyone's like, oh, sugar is sugar. That is not true. Fruit sugar goes in and out of your blood cells like that. Max Gerson. I really recommend you guys look him up because he was a great man. Again, there is a lot of controversy. Goes to show you just how the government wants you to work because they want their advertising to lie to people so they can sell things and get billions of dollars. Max Gerson in 1928 developed this raw plant-based diet along with other things including coffee enemas and some healthy organic ways to be rid of any known disease whatsoever. From cancer to schizophrenia to the common cold, anything. Whenever he worked with a patient, it didn't matter what it was, he healed them. He had a huge stack of testimonies from his patients, and suddenly one day he got very ill. But he nursed himself back to health, and he found that his secretary had stolen all of his patient testimonies. And then he fell ill mysteriously again, but he nursed himself back to health and found out that his rival pharmaceuticals had been poisoning him with arsenic. Fucking arsenic! And he healed himself with plant-based diet. His rival pharmaceuticals also were partially in creation with the atom bomb. They were using things that weren't technically nutritious, but you know, they could always say, it might have some minor side effects. So they can work around different advertising. Listening to your body. I have been doing this a lot. I kept telling myself I was going to do this more, especially with my intuition, because it's always freaking right, and I kept ignoring it. I'm doing the same thing to my body, and it really has been treating me well because I have been treating it well. When something doesn't agree with me, it tells me. My thyroid tells me when I don't have any eyebrows after I drink milk or eat something that isn't good for me. And especially now, I have become so sensitive to other things. The other day I made pesto with some fresh garlic, and that garlic for the next few days, I just felt like it was seeping out of my pores. I felt like a bulb of garlic. It was disgusting. I've been snacking because of my trip. I was worried that I wouldn't get enough fruit when I go out to LA. So I've been trying to introduce more snacky things into my diet just to take along. They're all vegan snacks, of course, but they're still not very good for me because I'm so sensitive to this stuff now. I've started to get acne, my eyes have been really yellowy, and I just feel kind of bleh. No cures! There is no such thing as a cure for something. You can't chemically create a little pill and say this is your cure, because a lot of times the medicine that we take is a suppressant. And I know this for a fact. And I also know for a fact that a lot of things are placebos. My thyroid medication, I haven't been taking it. I have felt absolutely no different whatsoever, other than the fact that I have one less pill to take in the morning. But there is no cure. There's no magic food that will help you cure anything, any known disease. Your body is the thing that heals you. Your body, whether you're lactose intolerant or whether you have tremendous acne or seizures or whatever, that's your body trying to adjust to what you've been putting in it. I know I'm sounding very anti-government right now, but I also believe a lot of it is people just don't know the truth. Because I didn't know. Everything I had learned that I thought was healthy for you turns out to be a lie, and I just felt so betrayed and angry when I first started out. I was like, how can people continue to eat this way? And I have to stop myself when I'm working in the store, because people will come up and they will be loading in Cheez-Its and Twinkies and chocolate milk into their cart while they're complaining about their diabetes, and I'm like, there's a better way. Educate yourself. I just really recommend looking into it, even, doing it for somebody else that you know that is sick or has had trouble with their health. This shouldn't be a last resort type of thing. It should definitely be something that is offered to people, and many people just don't know. They don't have the information. I feel really great, and I want everybody else in the world to feel really great. I don't want them to have diseases. I don't want them to lose hope because they're lying in a hospital bed paying thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars for something that isn't going to help them in the long run. I'm done with my rant. I'm very sorry. I'm gonna finish packing my junk, and I will see you guys in about a week or so with some footage from California. Okay, bye.